means instead of needing like 5 million points to get the next unlockable, and it's something that I've already fucking got 30 of, I can just reset the data, goes back down to like 10,000, spend 20 minutes. Yeah.
Sounds terrible.
It is. It's awful. I really shouldn't be doing it with my time. But
No, you shouldn't. Or while we're podcasting.
But
hey, it's making for good content so far.
I haven't seen... I can't remember the last time I even saw you two others, Nick and Ashley. Because I haven't been on Pleasure Explosion for like... I don't know, like a month maybe?
I said to Nick as well that I didn't feel like I'd seen him for a while. And he said, I still haven't seen you, because he was on another tab.
Oh.
We
It was
laughed.
a good time. Everyone laughed.
Yeah, it worked.
No conversation, no follow-up to
I don't know how are you feeling, Jack?
Well, yeah, I wasn't.
How was
I
your
wasn't
panic
sure
attack?
If you were about to like try and kick off with
No,
a
I'm
real
not doing
intro,
that. No,
or-
this is already... The episode's already started.
I imagined
We're
when
in.
I was starting to talk about Knack that you just spliced in somewhere, and then
Yeah.
given
Yeah.
you were hosting, the kind of onus was on you to follow the conversation.
We just let it go. This is what the show is now. It's just the conversation, isn't it? Nick,
Nah.
Ashley, Thomas, and myself, Jack, are here today, for those of you wondering.
No surprises in the background.
No.
If this is your first episode, that'd be
If
unfortunate.
it is,
Yeah.
it will be your last, I guarantee it.
Chances
back for
are
more.
high.
Oh, dear. How are you going? How are we? How's things?
Good.
Good?
I assume better than you. You must have
Yeah.
something of a hangover today.
No, I'm not hungover. I'm just really tired. So...
Didn't
went-
sleep enough type hangover.
Did not sleep nearly enough. I probably had maybe 2 hours total.
That's insufficient.
Very much
Yeah,
so.
that's pretty low.
Yeah. So we went out last night with my cousin and his wife, and obviously with Sal, and like it wasn't like a massive night. Like we went, like I was fairly drunk, but I wasn't like like smashed and slurring and stumbling and like I can get. But I went to bed at 2, and
What time did you go to sleep? Well,
because Sal went to bed first, and she went at like 1, and then my cousin Tony, he went to bed at like I don't know, it would have been like 1:30, and then myself and Kerry, his wife, we were just up and chatting until like 2, and then we both went to bed, and then I like probably tossed and turned because I was drinking.
Sal.
I was drinking Sambuca with Monster. So like I was drinking energy drinks with
You're a
liqueur.
disgusting human being.
I've heard that before. And so
MacGyver. That's what you called it last time.
MacGyver. Yeah. And so
That's a regular thing that you do?
it is now. Yeah, I've sort of half discovered it as a drink.
Why is
that
it called
actually-
the MacGyver?
Because the story behind it was that when Jono
Jack
was
feels
here,
like he can do anything after he's had one.
no, when Jono was
Can
here,
solve all problems.
we'd been drinking all day and we were starting to fade like in the late afternoon, and I was like, we need a pick me up, and I didn't have any Red Bull and I didn't have any Jaeger, but I had Sambuca and I had a Monster, and so I poured it into a thing and we did it like a Jaeger bomb, and it actually turned out pretty good. And so
I
I
don't
was just,
believe that.
it was no, I swear to God, it was actually quite nice.
It also had Sambuca in it, so
Yeah.
take that with a grain of salt.
And so I was drinking those last night, so I couldn't get to sleep straight away. Obviously, because I've been drinking energy drinks all night, and then I don't know. Sal started feeling ill, and so she was getting up like every half hour, every hour, and was waking me up. So yeah, and then we had to.
Consider it.
So yeah, very much so. I thought so. I thought so.
Did you voice that opinion?
No, I tried to be supportive, begrudgingly. Check if she's
Is that
okay.
because you were drunk?
No. It was just because I was genuinely concerned for her well-being. She was not in a good way. But then we had to.
Is she okay now?
Yeah, she seems fine now. Yeah. She was okay once she got up in the morning. She's like, "Oh, I feel fine now." I'm like, "Okay." But yeah, no, and then we had to drive all the way out to Pascoe Vale from Rosebud, which if you're not aware of Melbourne, and it's a long way.
I'm not even remotely aware.
It's like the other side of the state, basically, as far as
Is it the same distance from the airport to your place?
So it's out right near the airport.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it is probably.
I'm aware of the distance.
Yeah. But we were in Rosebud this morning, which is another 40 minutes, further back from my place.
Yeah.
So if you think,
Is that where you got the tattoo?
no, that's Frankston.
That's where he grew up.
Frankston. Yeah, Rosebud's where. Yeah.
Oh, that's where Ash avoided Jack.
Yep.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Oh, yeah. So you would be familiar with that drive.
Yes.
Pascoe Vale.
It's a long drive.
It is a fucking long drive. And so yeah. So yes, now I'm back home and we're recording this podcast, and I'm very tired.
Where did you stay?
Where did I
Were
stay?
you at your cousin's house?
Yeah, stayed at my cousin. Yeah, he lives in Rosebud. Yeah. So we went down there. Went to a
Take
brew.
William?
Hey.
Take William?
No, we left him at home with my mum. Come and stayed and looked after him, which was good. So we got a week, well, not a week, a night away, which is always nice. A little bit of a break from the little man. And yeah, but it's been a long.
Complain.
It's been a long. I can, but I won't. It's been a long day.
I can imagine.
I've hit the
Matchbox
wall now.
20. I'm usually faster than that, sorry.
I'm not sure exactly where you were going with that.
It's been a long day.
You
Is that
said it's
Matchbox
been a long
20?
day, and I said Matchbox 20 because there is a song by Matchbox 20 called Long Day.
Mm.
I don't believe I know it.
There's also a song by Green Day
You will.
called Longview. Also,
But you
Cut
didn't
both
say anything
songs in
about a
here,
long
editor.
view.
beg your pardon, Tom?
You didn't say anything about a long view.
No, I didn't.
You
No.
did just now.
Yeah, I did just now though. And Green Day, Longview, Long Day, Green, like sort of they kind of meld in together.
Green view? No, nobody spoke about
No,
Green
Green
View
Day,
either.
Green Day, and Longview, and so then there's Long Day. I don't know how I got there. All right, but we got there. Okay.
The mind works in mysterious ways.
It certainly
Especially
does.
when you've had 2 hours sleep.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. So how's everyone else? How are you all feeling today? Oh yeah, obviously, if you're listening, you probably know. If you're listening now, because it was announced today, which is yesterday by the time you're listening to this, that Jono and I are leaving the Explosion Network in an official capacity. So that's a thing that's happened.
Yeah, so we're all super depressed and
Yeah, it's a little bit.
Yeah.
It's a bit sad, but
Nice
Yes.
knowing you.
nice to get catches like. Yeah, I don't know. It is what it is.
nice to
Ash.
see the fucking hell. It's been nice to see the outpouring of support that we've gotten from
Yeah, of course.
people that we appreciate in the community and that sort of stuff.
Yeah, yeah. We've got I think that's one thing is we've got a really great community of people who, do similar things, make similar content, support. Everyone supports each other really well. So, and it's not. I mean, to be honest, things are changing, but nothing's really changing. Do you know what I mean? Like, I'm just gonna do less shit, and official. Like, I'll be on this podcast. Grandstand Gurus will still be a thing once I relaunch it. It's just I'm not going to be involved with like the day-to-day running of the network, I guess.
I imagine, if anything, the primary change is you'll be a slightly more attentive lover and father.
Yeah.
No, I
Instead of,
reckon I might be less because I'll be streaming a lot more. I'll be putting a lot more into what I'm planning to do with Grandstand Gurus is going to require a lot more work, and it is what it is. Has already turned out to be a lot more work than I had anticipated, which isn't a bad thing. I'm really enjoying doing it, but it's sort of like it's not like it's sort of when the Kind of Funny guys, when Greg always talks about when he quit IGN, he's like, I'm going to be able to take naps, and it's like I'm going to have so much more spare time now that I'm leaving the Explosion Network, and it's very far from the truth.
But you're going
And
to do
you've still
some
got a
other
full-time
awesome
job.
stuff, and
Yeah.
we will see
Sorry.
you here frequently. So
Yeah, of course. Sorry, Nick, what were you saying?
I said, and you've still got a full-time job.
Yeah, for now.
Just.
but yeah,
phew. Was that was just last week, wasn't it?
Yeah.
yeah, I mean, I don't even know if I should really talk
Jesus.
about that because there's a lot
pretty
of
sad.
people. Yeah, it's a sad thing, and a lot of people's lives are affected by that. But yeah, I do still have a full-time job at the moment. As of recording this show on Sunday afternoon, I still have a job. But like I said, that could very well change.
Do you expect it might?
Nah, I don't. I mean, I don't know.
Because they usually do that sort of stuff in one go, don't they?
Yeah.
Or at least try to.
They do, yeah. And I don't think that they would then be like... So we're just going through, I guess, context. Going through a little bit of a restructure at my work. Some people have been moved around and shifted on and things like that. I haven't been affected in my role directly, but people around me have, obviously. So it's a tough time to sort of talk about and deal with and that. But, I mean, you just got to get on with it, right? But, yeah, no, I don't anticipate... I think it's just business, right? Just
Unfortunately, yep.
Yeah.
Corporations, right?
Corporations. Yeah.
Don't get Nick started.
No, get
Although
Nick started.
I was there 8 weeks ago and was distinctly not at a corporation, and also twice a year before that, not at a corporation. So.
Fucking corporations.
I love corporations.
If by corporations you mean businesses intending to be profitable or at least self-sufficient, then we can complain about that.
Not for profit, which I learnt the other night still means they make money.
And not for profit is just a business that doesn't give money back to shareholders. It just it might give that money away to charity or reinvest it in itself or whatever. It's
You got to pay the people working for you.
I used to have a customer in my old job who ran a not-for-profit organization, and it was like this thing. It was like based around like charity work, but also like giving jobs to underprivileged and stuff people and these kinds of things. Really good sort of optics, I guess, optically very, very well like viewed company. And he was always the owner was always like, oh yeah, we're not for profit, we do all these magic things, which is great, like it's fantastic. And he drove like a $300,000 Mercedes. Like you probably shouldn't come in with that car.
It seems to be somewhat against the message that you
exactly out. Spot on. Everyone's cruising in their Camrys and Volvos and stuff, and this dude rolls in with a fucking brand spanking Merc. Not shy about it either, but what are you gonna do, eh?
No.
What are you gonna do?
Do you know apparently they have to, you know how they used to have, well, they do have people in like the middle of shopping centers asking for donations and that sort of stuff?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Apparently they have to take credit cards now, because apparently somebody set one of those up, took a bunch of money from people just donating coins and stuff, and pissed off to another country.
I haven't come across a charity for a long time that just takes cash. They always want to sign you up for a fucking
it's a subscription
monthly commitment thing. And like, I would gladly, like, if they come to the door and go, "Can you help out?" Like, if I got $5 in my wallet, I'll give it to them. But I'm not going to sign up for like a fucking commitment.
I feel the same way about that. Like, I'll always give if I very rarely carry cash on me, but if I do and I go past, like, salvos is one, like, I always donate the salvos, like the Anzac, like when they sell like the poppies and for Anzac Day and stuff like that, I always donate to those and those kinds of things. But I'm not a fan of like the sign up to like World Vision and things like that for not that they're bad causes or anything, but I also used to work for a company that basically hired the people that do like when I did my door-to-door sales, selling electricity and gas, we also had so we were like the energy division of the business, and then we had like the charities division, and so we hired the people, like we owned, like the charities would come to us, hire us, and like we would send the people out like to do the
just selling. In a different coloured jacket each week kind of thing?
Pretty much. And that's why when I walk past those people and they're like, it's all great causes and that, but they try and give you oh man, this is just like the sob story, and like they're fully committed to this. I'm like, you don't
trying to
care.
make a living.
You're not here because you care about this charity. You're here because you're trying to make a buck. So it's kind of like, in a way, it's sort of ruined it for me a little bit. It's hard for me to care because I know that the people selling it to me don't care. Whereas, like, if I walk past the salvos, like, it's the dude who works at the salvos with the tin. Like he's rattling the tin.
Or, yeah,
he's going to take
or
it
a
back.
volunteer on like SPCA day kind of thing. They're
Yeah.
out with their bucket. Yeah,
Yep, spot on.
I give to Oxfam, but that's just like they take like a direct debit or something like that out of my account.
Yeah.
because I signed up to do that.
Yeah.
But
So I've got that many direct debits coming out of my account. I haven't got room for any more. I haven't got room for any more. I was looking at my budget the other day, and just the amount of things that, like, just $10 here, $5 there, $15 that come out of my account
I worked
every
it out
month.
a little while ago, and it's crazy how much you sign up to. Like, there's Netflix, Stan, all these other kind of shit that you sign up to that you don't give a second thought about until you add it all up.
Patreon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I am on the ball with that sort of stuff. Do you guys do you have a budget, or does that just kind of come out of your account?
My budget is whatever my balance is in my bank account.
I do.
Okay.
I do have a budget. I have a little spreadsheet. So
Yeah, I also have a spreadsheet.
yeah, it just helps me know like what's coming out, when, how much money. Like I'm like, okay, no, I've paid that. That's direct debited out, and I'm like, I know now. I'm like, okay, I know that I need to have X in my account for that when that comes out.
Yeah, I've got reminders on my calendar saying like a week out when I've got something like a big bill due or something.
Yep.
No, I've
And
got, like,
land
go on.
rates and water come out every weekly. Like I pay a little bit weekly, so we don't get a big bill.
Yeah, it's a good idea.
I think I'm like $600 in credit on my water bill last time I got one.
That's handy.
I do that vastly differently, but I think I am the exception where, like, I've got my spreadsheet like calculates everything. I've got some stuff that like comes out quarterly, some stuff that comes out monthly, some stuff that's like fortnightly, and some stuff that's weekly. And I put it all in its particular column and whatever it is, and then like sum it all up and divide by whatever to make it a weekly amount.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
then I have like including mortgage and Netflix and Comixology and donations and fees and all sorts of shit. And then I sum it up to a weekly amount, Patreon, and put that into like an account,
Pornhub.
or I put slightly more than that into an account every week that everything goes out of. So and I get paid fortnightly, but I kind of I give myself half of it when it comes in, and then half of it a week later, and put all the
That'd be
bills and stuff
balls.
aside, put saving aside, and then leave myself a little cash for the week.
Yeah, a little bit of play money.
Yeah.
I've never been paid anything other than weekly. I can imagine fortnightly would suck.
Mate, I get paid monthly.
Fortnightly.
That sounds like the worst.
Fortnightly is fine. Getting paid monthly
Fortnightly's okay.
is hell on earth.
Do you know what? I wouldn't want to go back to weekly nowadays.
Because you think you'd
Because I'm so
too
like,
easily spend.
well, yeah, like, so my pay comes in on the 15th of every month, and I've got all of my direct debits set
Which
up.
month do you get paid for? Like, if you get paid on the 15th of
Next
February,
month. I'm getting paid for like March.
you get paid,
Oh, you get
for
paid in
March in
advance.
advance.
Yeah, I think that's how they do it. I think they like forward pay you, don't they? Isn't that how it works?
I don't know. I think it's
I don't
different anywhere that you work.
Yeah. I'm fairly certain that's how they did it. Because when I started in my like first week, it ticked like So I remember because I started on like the
12th.
Yeah, I can't remember, something like
Did
that.
like 2 days work and got paid for a
Yeah,
month.
got paid like a fortnight, yeah, something like that. So I get paid on the 15th of every month, and then like I've got all my direct debits set up to, so like internet comes out, gas comes out, electricity comes out, like all my direct debits come out. The only thing that doesn't come out on the 15th or the 16th is my Bulldogs membership, because they do it all in bulk. And so they're like, I've asked them if I can change the date, and they're like, no, sorry. It's just that it's all, we do it as a mass thing, and everyone's get taken out on the same day, which is annoying. I've just got to make sure that I keep money in my account on the 28th of every month. But
You know what the easiest solution to that is, though?
what is that?
Oh, just cancel
Cancel
the
it.
membership.
Yeah.
It doesn't fucking matter.
Can't you just bulk it in one payment at the start of the year?
Yeah,
or
I
something?
could, but it's just like, and then I'm gonna have $500 and like, or whatever it is, something ridiculous. I think it's like $550 or something. So yeah,
They'd probably make you pay more than $550 if you do monthly, though, because corporations, right?
no,
Yeah.
I don't think it is. I think it's all the same. It's all the same. Whether I
I don't
pay it
know.
all in one go. No, it is. It definitely is. They're not. I don't even know if they're a corporation. They're
I don't think
They're
so.
a sporting
must
club.
be.
They're proprietary limited, maybe.
That's a corporation.
Yeah,
Is it?
they are a business.
Well, yeah, that.
And as far as Nick
definition.
is concerned, business equals corporation, and corporation equals
Anything
evil.
that's making
Evil.
money is a corporation.
Yeah.
Evil. Technically,
That
you
That
make money,
lemonade
Nick.
stand on the corner, that's a corporation.
Corporation.
Explosion Network made
Not a corporation.
made
Zero pro-
$94 last year. Corporation.
Fuck yeah, that's not enough to pay for Squarespace.
Scheißenhausen.
We didn't say it was a good corporation.
No.
It's not a not-for-profit. It just does not make a profit.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Ashley and Nick,
Yeah.
how are you? Because I haven't really spoken to you guys in, I guess, over voice or video chat in the last sort of couple
For a
of
little
weeks.
while,
I've
yeah.
spoken to Tom quite a bit, but how are you guys going? What's news?
Good.
How was your
Oh,
birthday, Nick? Good?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was good.
Yep. Great. Ash?
So much to say until you ask him a question.
Yeah. Um,
How's life, Nick?
Good.
That's good.
Sounds pretty solid.
How's life, Nick? Good. 7 out of 10. Too much water.
Describe your week, Nick.
Hashtag mini review.
Ashley.
Yeah, give us a mini review on your week, actually, Nick. How does that
Yeah.
sound? Will you actually give us slightly more?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's to be from now on. Anytime I ask Nick about something, I'm just going to
It's
ask
just
for
gonna
it in
be
a mini review
mini
because I get
Ask
more.
for a mini review.
I'll get more, even though it's a mini review. I get
Hashtag
more
Nick's mini
information than
reviews.
when if I just ask you a straight out question.
Just
Yeah,
be
I'd give
aware
it-
that you're going to be asked this every week from now on. Nick.
About
It was a
every
9
subject.
out of 10.
9 out of 10.
Yeah.
I was on
purpose?
leave.
You're on leave.
No work.
Yeah. Yeah, I was on leave from Saturday to Friday, so...
Fuck yeah.
The only
What was that
downside
about?
was I had to go to the hospital on Friday, so...
Why'd you have to go to the
that
hospital?
was, oh, just a specialist appointment for diabetes 6 monthly.
Diabetes.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
6 months.
You still got
Yeah.
you still got it.
I still got it. Unfortunately.
It's still a thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a thing.
It's a thing. Ashley, what about you?
Did you just take leave for your birthday? Sorry, Nick. I
God
didn't
damn
know.
it.
Yeah.
One day I'm going to get to you, Ash. Don't worry. We're going to get to you eventually.
No,
Yeah.
that's fine.
Stacey had
There's
2
no hurry.
weeks off, so
We
I
finally
took a
got
week
Nick
off.
talking. Why do you want him to stop? Ash,
Saw 2 movies in that time.
Yeah, which two?
Black Panther and The Barbecue.
the hell is the barbecue?
I enjoyed it, but it is in no way a good movie.
Yeah, it's one of those.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Broad. It looks like a broad comedy.
Yeah, it is, very much so.
Super broad. Yeah.
Fair
It
enough.
was good, though.
Do you like Black Panther? Has everybody seen Black Panther?
I've seen Black Panther.
I have not seen
No,
Black Panther
not
yet.
Jack.
No. It's on the list. I'll get to it.
How have you not seen it?
What do you mean?
He
I
hasn't
haven't
gone to
seen it?
the
I haven't
cinema?
gone to the cinema to watch it.
Actually, we sort of had the precursor to this discussion the other night. Like, my assumption is just that everybody goes and sees all of the Marvel movies approximately within 48 hours of their releasing.
No, I only see.
I see them within a week.
You see them within a week. I only go and see the ones that I'm really like. Like I don't even think. Well, oh my god, I haven't seen even that many of them in the cinemas. To be perfectly honest with you, I saw Spider-Man, I saw Thor Ragnarok, and I might have seen Iron Man when it came out.
Disney are a troubled corporation, Jack, and they need your money.
They need your support.
Come on, do the good thing and help them out.
They're really not.
They won't
I-
direct debit. They'll let you FPOS it at the time.
I love Marvel, but I'm not like
Not
I don't
enough to
know.
give them your money.
No, like I'll watch it. Like I normally just watch. Like I only just watched Guardians 2 the other night on Netflix
'Cause it hit
for the first
Netflix?
time. Yeah.
Jesus Christ, you don't even buy the DVD?
No, I wouldn't buy
Blu-ray.
I wouldn't buy DVD anyway these days. Got that sweet
The
4K
Blu-ray.
TV. You got to buy a Blu-ray.
4K Blu-ray. Mm-hmm. But you don't have a
Oh,
player.
why
Which I
standard
can't play it on the Pro. Yeah.
Why is standard definition even a thing these days?
Yeah, I know it's horrible.
Why should it cost you extra to buy something in high definition? It's ridiculous.
Yeah, I've got to update my Foxtel as well now.
Evil
'cause-
corporations, that's
Yeah,
why.
these
Nick.
damn corporations.
Yeah, well, Foxtel is a legitimately evil corporation.
Is it,
Yeah.
is it a Rupert Murdoch one?
Yes.
Okay, yeah, then yeah, I'll give you that.
They so now with the new TV and that, everything just like standard definition just makes everything look like poo.
Yeah.
Figuratively.
Yeah, not.
It's like going back to play PlayStation 2 games on a 1080p TV.
Yeah, it's not a good idea.
I don't know that I've ever done that.
Really?
Yeah. I don't know if I've had a TV that's got component holes in the back.
Even the latest TV I got, it's still got at least one for component.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Strange.
Interesting.
Mine doesn't.
Because it's probably like pretty random stuff you can plug in.
You must be able
Like a
to
video
get
camera.
some kind of adapter to,
Oh, yeah, without a doubt.
like, if somebody doesn't on eBay sell out of Taiwan an HDMI to VGA adapter or whatever, not VGA, RGB, I would be surprised.
Business
Ashley,
opportunity.
Ashley, how was your week?
Good. There was just working a lot. People were sick, so had to cover.
Boo.
And people
How many employees does your work have?
Huh?
How many
A lot.
employees?
Fair number, but it's the start of the uni year, so all the uni kid students have their classes and schedules and
How many
lectures.
is a
and
lot? How big is
I know.
this place?
I think 8. We just hired a bunch. So I work at 2 stores.
Okay.
like
is it like a
8
chain?
people. Yeah, it's like a friend. Like the
No, it's a
owners
news
own
agency.
a bunch of different stores,
Okay.
but it's like all under the one franchise, like bulk franchise. Yeah.
yeah.
Are you next in line to the throne? Are they going to hand it down to you one day?
Unlikely.
Unlikely. Damn.
Would they
didn't
sell
put-
it to you, or are you
putting
not
in
even
order?
in the good books?
Yeah, if I had enough money, which would be a lot of money, I would imagine.
Are newsagents
Talk-
profitable businesses anymore? I
Yeah,
feel
I've
like
heard
they're
that
always
they
going
don't
out
make
of
much
debt.
money.
If you run it properly.
Yeah.
I got a little worried. It's not a news agent. I don't necessarily know what a news agent is entirely, but like the dairy just around the corner from me, I went in because I always get a chocolate milk from there on the way home from training on the weekend. I was quite concerned that they moved their magazine rack, and that's the one that I told you previously has got the pornos in it, which is like the only place I have seen in my adult life that has adult magazines. And I got a little worried for a second. Not that I bought one or even thought about buying one. I just kind of went, oh, that's a real shame. They've finally realised. And then I turned around after buying
Then we found
my
it.
milk, and they were just on a different shelf because they moved the shelf, which was a sweet relief.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Very good.
Do they still like all those magazines at your newsagent, Ash?
Yeah, there's some adult magazines.
Nice.
Do many people buy them? Because I've never seen anyone actually
it's-
buy one.
Yeah, they do.
Give us a quick
It's
like
just
Nick's mini review of the standard dude who buys a penthouse or people or whatever the fuck they are these days.
Larger. Definitely haven't been on a date in a while. 4 out of 10. No, but then I don't know.
Are they
I guess
older as well? Is it like
they
doesn't
generally
underst-
tend to be older, which is kind of weird.
doesn't understand the internet? That's
But
I don't think it's weird. I think it's
Yeah.
just they don't know.
Well,
that
it
they
makes
can get
sense.
It for
It's
free.
just weird. I think they're always grateful that I'm the one serving them, not one of the female
Yeah.
stuff.
that's fair.
Yeah.
That'd be even worse.
I don't know if they're grateful that it's you, or like they've strategically maneuvered for it to definitely be you that
Yeah.
serves them.
Maybe.
Yeah, they just I do a similar thing, like they're just biding their time. They wait till like the girl is busy and then they run up when they see you're free. I do the same thing when I go to get a haircut. I very much don't like if I can't get, if I like call up and try and book and my usual lady isn't there, I will like walk up, and if I see the one who fucked my hair up that one time there and she's free, for some reason every time I walk up she's always free. She's always standing there doing fuck all.
Maybe there's a reason.
Yeah, exactly. I'm
Nobody
like,
wants her. Yeah.
and so what I'll do is I'm gonna go do like a couple of laps, and I'll just lap around and I'll see like someone like she'll go be cutting someone else's hair, and one of the other girls will come off, and I'll run in and, can I get a haircut please quickly? And she's like, yeah, sure, just take a seat, and she'll look after you once she's done. I'm like, god damn it.
Change my mind.
Fucking hell of
See you
it.
tomorrow.
Yeah, I've done the I've one time I did the Abe Simpson walking into the burlesque and walking back out, because I walked in and like I didn't see her, and she like come out from behind a thing, and I'm like, I just went and just did a 180.
Nope, my hair's short enough.
Yeah, bounced out. Yeah. But there's a new place, a new hairdresser that's opened in my shopping centre, which is quite good. So they've been
Is
giving
it
me
Just
fresh
Cuts?
cuts. No, I don't even know what it's called, but they've been doing a good job lately. So I'm impressed. Except it's weird. Every time I go there, my haircut is a different price. Like,
Really?
That's
yeah, it's
odd.
weird. So I've been there like 4 or 5 times. Probably 4. I think I've been there 4 times now since they've opened. In the last couple, I've been going a lot more frequently to get my hair cut, like every 3 weeks.
That's
What?
a lot.
Yeah, it's just my hair just grows really fast.
That's not a lot. That's far too often.
That's the opposite to me. My hair's growing slower now, so instead of every second day I shave, it's every third day.
Oh
now.
wow, my hair just grows
Maybe
really,
it's just
really fast.
adapting, Nick.
I'm adapting.
It just knows it's gonna go.
Yeah.
It's gonna go, so it just doesn't bother anymore.
Yeah, the question is are you actually just going bald, Nick, and you don't realise it?
Oh no, I'm very much going bald.
No, you're
But
just
it's very
evolving.
Thick, it's very thick around like the horseshoe area, but it's not growing as fast ananymore.
Interesting.
The horseshoe area.
Yeah, well, you've seen all the bald people with the fucking hair
Yeah.
in the back
I
and the
have. It
sides.
still makes me laugh, though.
Oh, it's a terrible thing to laugh
Kind of like
at.
Donald Trump. He's got the horseshoe area.
Oh, he's a horrible, horrible human being. Yeah, no. So the first time I went, it was like $25. I'm like, okay, cool. And the second time I went, it was like 35. I'm like, the fuck, what? And then the third time I went, it was 30. And I went just on Thursday, I think I went, and it was 30 again.
Was it the same like hairdresser every time?
I've had the same chick twice, and then I've had another bird the other time, and then I had a dude got me this most recent time.
Yeah,
Because I know there's situations where like
Sal would be
a
disappointed.
hairdresser like is contracted, but they charge their rates and the
maybe,
owner
yeah.
takes a percentage of it.
Possibly, yeah. I'm not.
Yeah.
I wouldn't.
Oh,
yeah.
they just
You didn't
can't,
get a
like,
little
buy
extra that time. That extra time.
buy
Those
seat
evil
space.
hairdressing corporations.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hairdresser with a happy ending.
Yeah.
You got.
Extra $5 to finish you off.
No. Oh.
Put a little something extra in your hair.
If only that happened in the real world.
Yeah. Oh dear. So I did a thing during the week, which I recommend everyone should do as often as they deem it necessary.
Masturbate.
Well, I did that, yes, but I did something else as well. I went and got a skin check during the week.
Oh, yeah.
For like skin cancer.
Did they say oily?
Oh fuck!
No.
You complain about that. You got the wet wipes.
Well, that's
for
what
your
Tom
forehead.
thinks.
I use the wet wipes for my face. I like to keep myself fresh. But no, it wasn't to check it was to check the moles that I have.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I think it's something that like I'd never had one before. So I've always had a lot of moles. Like I just get them or whatever. My face, my back, my chest. Like not like I'm not like freckled and like
show
covered
me.
in them. But there you go. There's a couple there. No, you look
Holy
you're
moly.
too slow. But I got one through work like a year and a half ago, and
Oh, a mole check.
yeah, like a mole check. Yeah.
I was like, how did your work give you a mole?
No.
Like,
Dude, what is in the Coke?
yeah. Is that like a stress thing? They just kind of pop up like Morgan
No.
Freeman?
This is Freckles.
Yeah.
I went to fuck. What was it? I was lost. Oh yeah. So like a year and a half ago, I got like
Mole check.
mole check through work for free. They did it for free, and which was good. I was given the all clear and all that, and then just like I don't know. I noticed like a few months ago, a couple of new ones pop up, and they looked a little funny. Like I'm like they don't like. I've one on my shoulder. I'm like doesn't look like the other ones. It's sort of a little bit different.
One of these things.
And then I got one like right in the middle of my chest that's like a rectangle, and it's sort of like a bump. Like it's like some of them are just in the skin. Like you cannot feel them. And then some of
Like
them
a
are
freckle.
like yeah, like a freckle. And then some of them are like protruding.
Yeah, that's not good.
Comments. Yeah. So and this one on my
I've got one like that on my chest too. It's kind of
Yeah.
like flat and smooth.
Yeah. So yeah, I noticed this one on my chest, and that was one that sort of I was a little bit concerned about, because it was sort of, I'm like, I don't remember that being there that way, or I definitely don't remember being able to like touch it and feel it, because I felt it. I'm like, oh, I've got like a pimple or something on my chest, and I went to like look down, and I looked in the mirror, and I'm like, oh fuck, it's a mole. Like I can't like squeeze at that.
You could, but it's not going to achieve anything.
No, exactly. It'd probably make it worse. But yeah, so
Probably hurt too.
it would hurt. Went and got a skin check, which I recommend everyone do, because those things can fucking kill you. Like, if you get like
Skin checks.
no cancer. Cancer can kill you, Nick.
First time you drop the C word in this whole story.
Yeah. So yeah, I went and did that, which was good. All clear, which was great. The lady was just like, I'll see you in a year. Come back in a year.
Congratulations.
Did you strip down to the nude?
Yeah.
Just to my jocks.
How much did it cost? And did you think, I will see you in a year? Or did you go, I'm going to make it 2 because this was more pricey than I expected?
It's I'm trying to become a lot more like. It was $75 to answer your first question, and I got $37 back from Medicare. So it was like $40, $38, something like that.
Okay.
Which is fine. Like, for peace of mind, I was quite happy with that. And I would probably I'll probably go back in a year or like a year and a bit. I'm trying to be more in my old age now that I've got a son and stuff. Just a bit more I don't know, not health conscious, but I mean I am in a way, but more just like proactive with my health. So like,
Yeah.
even just shit like going to the optometrist, getting new glasses so I'm not like straining my eyes, and or going and making sure I'm going to the dentist every year, or like, you know, I've got
How's
this.
your prostate?
I haven't had it checked yet, but that'll be probably
Never
a little bit
It's
Well,
later.
next on the list.
In recent memory.
No, I haven't ever had my prostate checked. It's not something I think I need to until in my 40s or something, they say.
I did once.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Tell me about that.
I don't really remember. I can't
You got a
even
finger up
remember
the
why.
Blocked it out.
I can't even remember why. And it was, yeah.
Claire checks it weekly.
She does not. Yeah, it was weird.
We spoke about something similar to this on stream the other night.
Oh, we did too. Yeah, no, it's can't remember what it was for. I was at the doctor for something, and they kind of just did a while we're here type thing.
Yeah, might as well finger your
Okay,
butthole.
sure.
So
We
weird,
can
because
do
they normally
that.
don't worry
Yeah,
until like
sort
you're
of-
50 or
Yeah,
something.
yeah.
Yeah, that's kind of.
Snap the gloves on and a little bit of lubricant.
Did the
I
doctor
didn't
sound
go
a
in-
bit keen? Or?
Nah.
Didn't go in dry.
No, thankfully not. It only took like half a second or something. Like,
Yeah, no, it's not. They just poke. Yeah.
Efficient,
They
in and
just
out.
sort of go, or well, whatever the opposite of that is. I guess in and out, and yeah. I guess you can just tell from a.
Yeah, feel it. Was it enlarged or whatever?
Yeah. Can you feel it, or is it more dense feeling, or something like that than it should
I'm
be?
sure. I would hope they know what they're looking for. You don't want them digging around in F too long.
Giving you the old Hopperwadi.
Ooh. Oh dearie
You
me.
must remember that. Was he?
I do.
Yeah. I
was
remember
Kiwi.
John
Hopper.
Havalati, yeah.
I remember Hopper. Oh god, that's funny.
Funny.
So what were you saying, Jack?
No, sorry. Were you going to say something, Nick?
Oh, I was going to say about the dentist earlier. Like, I tend to avoid it, and I was going to say I take really good care of my teeth because I still got 2 baby teeth.
No way.
What?
Yeah,
Bullshit.
on there, and like one of the molars, like one at the back is a baby tooth.
So you haven't had your adult teeth fully come through yet?
No, well,
I think
I
that's
say
a
I take really
defect,
good care of
isn't
my teeth,
I
but
was going to say that sounds like you're
I
not.
never-
taking
I never
care-
had
Such good
teeth.
care, they didn't bother dropping out.
no, I never had
They wanted to
teeth
hang
behind
around.
them to push them out, so they're still there.
So wait. So say that again.
I never had, because your baby teeth fall out because your other teeth push through,
Yeah.
but I never had teeth to push the baby teeth out, so
Oh,
Okay,
is it-
so
still
yeah.
there.
so you're missing like some adult teeth, is what you're saying?
Yeah.
So when
So
you
you were-
originally seemed
You were
to propose
preemptive
that-
bogan. Missing teeth.
You were trying to propose that you look after your teeth, and this is noted by the fact that you've still got baby teeth. Actually,
Yes.
you've got something wrong with your mouth and didn't have enough teeth to begin with. It's true. It's really what the story.
But the other one sounds good.
Oh, the other one does sound
it does, but I can see through your bullshit.
Oh, that's funny.
So when you think about
Holy
it,
fuck.
babies are born with like 2 sets of teeth inside their
Yeah,
like,
the shaft.
in their skull.
Yeah.
Have you seen an X-ray of that?
No,
I have.
Yeah,
It looks pretty cool.
Yeah.
sounds like a monster movie.
I've been really lucky with my teeth. I've never had a filling. I was having this conversation with my cousin last night because he's exactly the same. He's like, yeah, I've never had a filling or anything like. I wouldn't even say I like take super good care of my teeth. Like I floss probably not as much as I should, although I do it more these days. At one point, I hadn't been to the dentist for like 15 years, and that at the time, like the previous.
That's a lot.
Yeah, it was like the one and only time I saw a dentist was when they came to the school in like the van.
In the van.
Yeah, in the van, and like went and did like give everyone a clean. Like that was the last time I'd seen a dentist.
That's never happened for me.
Really?
Really?
Yeah.
We got it.
Must have
Yeah,
been
people
easy.
that come to school to
But
give you
no-
needles, but no dentist.
Yeah. No, we had the dentist come and then so like 15 years later, I was like, fuck, I should probably go to the dentist because I imagine it's probably a minefield in there. Like it's gonna be like there's gonna be carnage. And went, got a clean and all that, and a checkup, X-ray and everything. And I'm like, so like, what's the damage? He's like, no, you're fine. No cavities, nothing. I'm like, I was like, are you serious? He's like, yeah. I'm like, is that normal? Like, is that abnormal? I'm like, I don't like look after my teeth that well. I only brush once a day. Definitely don't floss as much as I should, clearly, because he knows, because he just spent half an hour picking shit out of my gums. I'm like, I haven't been to the dentist in 15 years. He's like, it's just, I don't know, you must just
It is
brush
what it
well.
is.
Yeah, it is what it is.
Yeah.
Lucky for some.
Yeah.
I've got an
Yeah.
arseload of fillings, and like I think 4 years or 4.5 years while I was at uni. We get free dentist till you're 18,
Yeah,
and
right.
then you have to start paying for it. I didn't have money to pay for it, so I just didn't go. And then I ended up needing 3 wisdom teeth out and a bunch of fillings, and that was
Fucking
like $3,500.
Fuck.
Yeah.
My
I've been pretty lucky health-wise, like other than
Diabetes.
but
other than diabetes.
only-
that's,
Still working
But
on
other
getting
than
rid of
that,
that one.
I've never had a broken bone. I've never needed to have surgery. My teeth have always been great. Like
Yeah.
other than the crossover teeth at the front, but
And the
other
lack
than that,
of sufficient number of teeth.
Have your wisdom teeth come through, Nick?
yeah, they're like poking through kind of,
Yeah.
but it's negligible. It's been like that for years. So.
Oh, right. See, mine come through, like, I haven't, like, you hear the horror stories about people's wisdom teeth coming through and fucking up their whole mouth and having to get it
Yeah.
ripped out. Like, mine
My
came,
brother had to have surgery for him.
yeah, it's crazy. Mine come out when I was, like, come through when I was 16 and fine, like, no dramas at all. They just popped out and off to the races. So,
I've still got
I'm
one,
supposed-
and it hasn't come through. And then I had 3 taken out.
interesting.
Small mouth.
So you're only a quarter wise.
No, I would argue that I'm probably more wise than I was when I had them removed.
It doesn't work that way.
Oh, dear.
The world works in mysterious ways, Nick.
Going back to dermatologist, I'm worried about getting one because I got a freckle on my dick. I don't really want to strip all the way down.
I also have
not?
I have a mole on my dick, too, which I didn't get the
For her pleasure.
nurse to... For her pleasure. I didn't get the nurse to check that one out. I completely forgot about it.
Probably
But I
doesn't
should
see
get it.
enough
I feel like
sun.
I should get it checked out. Sorry? It
I
doesn't
said
say
it probably
enough
doesn't
sun.
get enough sun.
Yeah. Probably not skin cancer.
No, it's not. It's definitely not skin cancer. I've had it. It's been there for a long time. If it was skin cancer, I imagine that.
Your dick would have fallen off by now.
Yeah, I'd be dead by now.
Yeah, probably worry more about your testiculars and prostate
Yeah.
for cancer.
I had a scare for testicular cancer one time.
Oh really?
Turned out it was nothing.
It's
How was it a scare then?
Because I was scared it was cancer.
Oh, so you thought
What
you
instant
go
scared
to
it
the
was just
doctor.
one of his testicles.
Turns
Oh,
out,
you're meant to have to.
yeah, it turns out you're supposed to have 2. So Nick, expecting that he didn't have enough testicles or had too many testicles, like his.
It was
not
a
enough
cold
teeth.
day. It was a bit smaller than he thought it was.
Far
God.
out. I have a funny story, completely unrelated to this topic. So we're going off.
Oh,
we're
good.
going off tangent.
Hard
Thank God.
left-hand turn.
Hard left-hand turn. But last night, as I mentioned earlier, last night I was hanging out with we went and hung out with my cousin. He's 38, 37.
Fuck, he's old.
Yeah, so he's old as fuck. He's just about ready to cark it. Like he might. No, he's so yeah. He's obviously
By the time I'm his age, you'll be almost dead.
Yep. Yeah. So he's a bit older than me. Very old school. Like doesn't have Facebook. Doesn't do any of that. Like has a phone for work, and that's pretty much it. Watches TV and hangs out with his kids and whatever.
Watches TV from the aerial in standard definition. Scumbag.
Anyway, we were sitting on the couch last night having a few drinks, and the girls were in the kitchen, having a talk, they were talking and drinking there. We were talking and drinking, and I had my phone out, and I just opened Twitter or whatever and saw Jono was streaming. I was like, oh, I'll jump in and just say g'day and tell him to show me his dick and wish him support or whatever.
As you do.
Mm-hmm. And I jump in.
You should ask him if he's got a freckle on his next time. Yeah.
That is a good idea. I will.
At the moment, we're like half and half, which is not the ratio I expected.
50% speckled dick.
Anyway, so I had a Twitch open on my phone. I'm had it open, looking at it, watching Jono and listening and typing in the chat or whatever. And he's like, oh, what's that? I'm like,
the internet.
Yeah. And when you have to, to people who are just not in that world, when you have to try and explain to them what Twitch and these kinds of things are, I'm like, yep. It's video games, but you watch people play them. And he's just like, I don't understand. And I'm trying to explain to him Twitch. I'm trying to explain what it is. And he's like, oh, I'm like, oh yeah, so it's all people play video games on there, but people will log on and watch, and they can subscribe to them and give them money and donate and all this stuff. He's like, what? That sounds like fucking shit. What are you talking about? I'm like, no, seriously. I'm like, these people make there's people that do this for a living. This is their full-time job. He's like, no, that's bullshit. I don't believe that at all. I'm like, I'm serious. He's like, the people are just gonna donate. I'm like, it's true. People do it. And open house.
And we really support you. Thank you very much.
Yeah. Open house. Brendan and Rachel were streaming. I'm like, oh, hold on, watch this. He's like, no, I don't believe it. This isn't even a real thing. So I jump in there and I'm like, these guys, I'm showing him see this thing down here. People donate to them and they give half to charity. I'm like, there's people doing really cool stuff like that. And he's like, no. He's like, they're not. He's like, that's not even. People aren't actually watching this, are they? I'm like, people are. He's like, he's like, this is fake. You're taking the piss. I'm like, watch this. Watch this. So I type in the chat. I'm like, hey guys, I'm just showing my cousin Twitch for the first time. Can you give a shout out to Tony? And type in the chat or whatever. And I'm like, just wait a second, because there's a bit of a delay. And then Brendan yells out. He's like, hey Tony, how you going, mate? And he's like, what the fuck? And then he starts trying to talk back to the phone. He's like, hey mate, how you going? Talking to the phone. I'm like, he can't hear you, dickhead.
How old is he?
37, 38.
You make it sound like he's fucking 70 or 80 or
Oh,
something.
like I said, he's very old school. And he was fully he was getting he's like, no. He's like, I don't agree. He's like, what are these people doing? They need to go outside. I'm like, it's no different to us sitting here watching TV right now. Because we were sitting there watching, Back to the Future was on. And so we were drinking and watching that and having a laugh. And he's like, that's crap. What are these people doing with their time? I'm like, it's literally no different to what we're doing right now.
This is bullshit.
Exactly
Put that away and let's watch the footy.
It was just funny, I was just pissing myself because it's funny, trying to explain this to someone and their mind literally being blown by the fact that this is a thing now. Yeah, not obviously, not literally.
Now, the important question, does Tony have a freckle on his dick?
Is it a family thing? Do you think it's genetic, freckled penis?
I don't know. I don't know. That's a good question. I can't ask Dad, and I don't really want to ask my brother, so...
Ask William.
No.
The worst part about that moment was I know for a fact you were thinking in detail about William.
You're a fucking idiot. I change William's nappy daily, most mornings when I wake him up, and I can confirm that he does not have a freckle on his penis. If that makes you feel better. Are you happy?
Slightly.
Are you happy? We talked about my infant son's penis. Is this what you wanted?
I'm not particularly thrilled, but it was a question that needed to be asked.
I don't believe
it. Really didn't.
The answer to the question is no, he does not.
Well, I'm disappointed for him in that case.
I mean, I guess. Like, I don't know that it's a bad thing.
And it works towards it disproves maybe to an extent our hypothesis of it being genetic.
Unless
it could just skip a
the
generation.
mother's side. Like, yeah.
Like Sally had a freckle on her penis.
No,
But her family have freckle. No, her family wouldn't. So your mother's side would. But
Oh,
your
right,
father's
okay.
side wouldn't. Yeah.
This is going on. I'm not comfortable
just-
with this conversation anymore.
It's like when
I'm
a
laughing at
brunette
your-
marries a redhead.
Yeah.
The redhead genetic gets
Yeah.
overtaken by the...
I'm laughing at your fundamental lack of understanding of how genetics works.
I was trying to be funny with the
Sally does
having a
not
penis.
have to have a penis.
I know. I was trying to be funny. It didn't work out. All right. These things, sometimes the jokes come off. Sometimes they
This
don't.
is a serious goddamn conversation, Jack.
Yeah.
Baldness is like that, though. I believe baldness is a
That
maternal-
Yeah,
is-
baldness comes from the mother's side. Yeah.
No, it doesn't, because my father's bald. All his brothers are bald. My grandfather was bald. All his brothers were bald. But everyone on my mother's side have full head of hair.
Really?
Interesting.
Or they just wore toupees.
True.
No.
Or merkins. Maybe they're wearing merkins.
Could have been a comb over. Do any of them have
Hair
freckles
plugs.
on their penises?
I don't know. I'll have to ask.
Please do.
Next
and
family
report
reunion.
back.
I'm gonna just put a poll in the Slack real quick. Probably as one of the last official things that I do on the Explosion Network. But I'm just gonna put a poll. How do you put a poll in from mobile? Hold on.
/poll. Also, another
Yeah, yeah.
one that is.
POLL.
Gotcha. Start
Did you
poll.
know that?
It's a poll about polls.
Yeah.
Poll.
Is it? Did
So what do you
that,
write? So /poll and
diarrhea
then ask
is
what the question
hereditary?
is.
What?
Diarrhea what?
Diarrhea is hereditary. Runs in your
What?
genes.
That's terrible.
You're welcome.
I'm going to use that.
Only if you don't make it to
Do
the toilet
have
first.
a freckle on your penis.
Do you know people in Dubai don't like the Flintstones, but people in Abu Dhabi do?
Oh, you suck.
The worst part about that is it's not even right.
Fucking hell.
It also took me a moment.
Oh, fuck. Jesus. Yeah. Wow. Interesting.
Not really.
I think that's probably a wise point to call it a day on this one, guys.
I feel you.
Yeah, awesome, cool. So follow us all on Twitter. I'm at Cruzy_mate. Ashley is at Ashley Hobley, ASHLEY,
It's a thing.
Nick is at Lord N.Prior. Tom is at TomDeBomb89. Everywhere but Snapchat. The Explosion Network is at Explosion Pod. Yeah, I guess just keep following and supporting. Don't fear the worst. The Explosion Network will continue on in a much better fashion without me fucking shit up and making things difficult for everyone. So,
And we won't be holding you back either, Jack.
yeah, no, and there's none.
Yeah.
It's all like everything is still. We are all still
It's
friends.
all good.
This isn't a breakup. It's just a. I mean, I guess it kind of is a little bit of.
It is a breakup, yeah.
Yeah, it is a breakup.
By the
slightly.
definition of
but
it.
we're still fucking. So it's sort of like
It's like
we're not like boyfriend and girlfriend anymore, but we still like
we just don't want to put labels on it.
we're just with that sort of open relationship where we can still catch up and have sex with each other and it be weird.
I'm anticipating you on this podcast whenever you're available, as opposed to needing an invite. So
Yeah,
just
for
be
sure.
aware
Yeah.
of that.
No, exactly, yeah.
And if you could do one thing for Jack, this is to listeners as a parting gift, please tweet him and let him know whether or not you have a freckle on your penis. Bye!
Bye. This February, check out our YouTube and social channels for video content from RTX Sydney, where everything began for the Explosion Network crew last year. On March 3rd, we'll be running a celebratory Twitch stream to mark year 2 of the network. It'll take place 10 AM Sunday morning to midnight and feature the usual shenanigans, but also some exciting announcements about new content coming from the crew in 2018. So make sure you keep that Saturday free. Of course, our weekly shows continue with Pleasure Explosion on Mondays, Platinum Explosion Tuesdays, and Grandstand Gurus Thursdays, each at 12 PM. Catch our live streams at twitch.tv/Explosion Network and keep your targets locked on explosionnetwork.com for all our explosive content. Happy birthday, Explosion Network. But more importantly, happy birthday, me.